Queen Elizabeth would have agonized over accepting medical advice at staying at Balmoral to welcome Britain's next Prime Minister, according to a royal expert. Royal expert Angela Levin has suggested having to stick to medical advice and stay in Balmoral would have been a wrench for the Queen. The monarch is to remain in Scotland to appoint a new Prime Minister at Balmoral for the first time in her reign. Ms. Levin told Jeremy Vine, "It is one of the few things that the monarch can actually do now, apparent from opening Parliament. It is one of the few things that is in her power to make somebody a Prime Minister. She has been coming down to Buckingham Palace for the last 70 years, to actually give the congratulations, to say goodbye and say hello to the people who are going to be our next Prime Ministers. So it must have been a real wrench for her to give in to the medical people and say yes, okay, I can't do it. It doesn't make any difference, there isn't any rule that says it has to be done there, but she likes stability and things sort of being the same, and she wanted to do it properly." The 96-year-old monarch, who has faced ongoing mobility issues, traditionally holds audiences with outgoing and incoming premiers at Buckingham Palace. But Boris Johnson, who will tender his resignation, and the new Conservative Party leader who will be asked to form a government, either Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak, will travel to Balmoral Castle, a 1,000-mile round trip, for the key audiences on Tuesday, September 6 instead. It is believed to be the first time in the monarch's 70 years on the throne that she has conducted the historic duty away from Buckingham Palace, and raises fresh concerns about her health. In 1963, Harold Macmillan resigned as PM while recovering from surgery. His private secretary went to the palace, and afterwards the Queen visited Mr. Macmillan in hospital in London, but his successor, Sir Alec Douglas-Home, was appointed at Buckingham Palace. 114 years ago, the Queen's great-grandfather, Edward VII, was on holiday and refused to interrupt his plans to appoint a new Prime Minister. Herbert Asquith was forced to travel to Biarritz in the south of France in 1908, where the king asked him to form a government during an audience in a hotel room. The Queen, who celebrated her Platinum Jubilee this year, is on her traditional summer break in the Scottish Highlands, but has faced health issues since last autumn. She now regularly uses a walking stick, but rallied to appear on the Buckingham Palace balcony for her Jubilee. Her traditional welcome to Balmoral Castle earlier in August was held privately for her comfort. A palace spokesman confirmed the decision on Wednesday, and it is understood it was taken at this stage in order to provide certainty for the Prime Minister's diary. If the Queen had experienced an episodic mobility issue next week and the plan had been to travel to London or Windsor, it would have led to alternative arrangements at the last minute. Buckingham Palace declined to give an ongoing commentary on the monarch's health.